This is a trading review for the 24th of March 2022. I took 4 trades. Um, I was paying attention to two stocks in particular, Uber and JD. Uber had a catalyst of news about maybe positive, maybe negative, who knows. So it had a lot of volume. It had gapped up a lot. So I was looking at Uber. I was trying to short Uber, but I wanted to see a 5 minute doji and make an entry then for a reversal with the moving averages on the 1 minute curling down. I thought that we were gonna just move up, squeeze up, and then try to create a trend, but fail. But no, the stock just dropped from VWAP and very rapidly, and there was nothing that applied to my playbook, so I avoided it. And it was pretty choppy. No entry really for me, and the move was not that long anyways. So I stopped watching this stock, and then I look at JD, and JD was very choppy as well. You can see the very erratic price action, a lot of wicks, which should be a warning to stay away. Mm, I wasn't sure if we were rejecting S4 or dropping below it, but then I created a plan to make an entry at a doji and at the crossing and curling up moving averages. And it was doing that, but one reason I should have avoided it is because there was no volume, and the stacks on the level 2, if you see the live video, they are very they had a lot of stacks still to the downside. So and not a lot of stacks to the upside that were close to the current price. So I should have avoided it. And also because I made my entry a little bit in anticipation, so that's my first loss. And it's a disappointing first trade because I managed to stay away from the chop, even missing some moves that could have taken technically based on the 1 minute. So it's disappointing that I lost my composure with this trade, and then things didn't improve from here. I took a trade on AMD. This is my second trade. I have it as an inside day with very wide pivots, so I wasn't careful enough to see if it was acting as a support again, because it already acted as a resistance. So I was expecting a drop, especially because it's an inside day with a very wide pivot. So I tried to make an entry that was not part of my playbook. I made an entry based off the fact that we had a kind of a week here, but not really. We have high volume though, so I felt confident, but it was a misplaced confidence. Um, I use this as my stop loss, the top of the wick, and make my entry using this area, not even at the breakdown. And you can see here that the 5 minute was very bullish. So I don't understand why I stopped paying attention to the 5 minute, which would have saved me and prevented me from taking such a bad trade. But I think it's after just waiting so long and just ending the day with a loss. Uh, it just uh, it just messed me up. So that's not very good trading. That's something I have to control. And then here on, so after doing this, then it just got worse. I made a third entry here. That doesn't make much sense. Still with the same idea of here that, oh, we're gonna reject and turn back down because we have an inside A, but still another loss. And then yep, so that's two bad trades. The first JD trade, that was bad as well. Now on JD, now we had a doji, and we have once again the moving averages curling up. So, and a lot of volume this time. on this entry. So I made my entry, which is fairly good. Stop loss at just 59, and fairly good size. We push up immediately with volume, but then we drop back to the 920 moving average. But now this loss is my fault because we we lacked a lot of volume, and because this was a stock that was just dropping a lot, I assumed that we were just gonna have like a falling knife. So I lost all my confidence in this trade, and I decided to get out at break even because at this point the stock was uh, moving between the 9 and 20. So I assumed that if we lost the 20, then it would just drop back down hard. And I didn't want that, so I placed my stop loss at break even. But you can see that this trade will have been the winner because we just got more volume, push really hard up, and my size was for 17 cents. So each R was 17 cents. So and my entry was at 59.22. So you can see that 2040. So this move will be 3R at the very least. And it seems that we might continue up because we are not getting volume. Now we're getting volume and we have stacks to the upside. So who knows? This was my only good trade, but I managed to mess it up by getting out. So that's disappointing. So those are my 4 trades. 2 on JD and 2 on AMD. 4 trades, max loss today, and that's it.